case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1989, the United States Court of Appeals for the Eighth Circuit heard the case of Antoniu vs. Securities and Exchange Commission, which centered on the principle that everyone has the right to a fair trial and an unbiased decision-maker in legal proceedings. Adrian Antoniu, a former employee at Morgan Stanley, and securities trader James N. Newman were found guilty of engaging in an insider trading conspiracy. Antoniu shared confidential information about pending takeovers with Newman, who then bought and sold large blocks of stocks for profit. After being asked to resign from Morgan Stanley, Antoniu continued this pattern at Kuehn, Loeb and Company. He was eventually investigated, fired for insider trading violations, and sentenced for misappropriating information in securities markets. Antoniu later moved to Minnesota and was approved to work for Loeb and Company by the National Association of Securities Dealers. Following his approval, the SEC denied Antoniu's request for association with a broker-dealer, with Commissioner Cox referring to him as a violator. Antoniu appealed the SEC's orders, claiming bias and impropriety due to Commissioner Cox's remarks. In response, the court invalidated the SEC's order and nullified all proceedings involving Commissioner Cox after his biased speech. The specific sanction imposed in Antoniu I was affirmed, but Antoniu II was vacated, thus ensuring a fair trial and tribunal for Antoniu. The court held that an agency must disqualify itself if a disinterested observer could conclude that the agency has prejudged the facts or law of a particular case before hearing it.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class